2 guns, 5.56 millimeter, $1,000. Let's go. The Arsenal K-101 jumped through a lot of hoops to get to these shores. First assembled by Gordon Technologies and then finished by Arsenal USA, some say this is the best AK model ever produced. Sitting on top of a milled receiver, it's 16-inch G-stamped hammer forged barrel on 5.56 millimeter. While those components are factory, the rest of this AK is really pimped out like an AR. You got an adjustable gas piston for softer recoil, SLR handguard, and AR9 stock set for added comfort. All of this eventually adds up to a hefty 10-pound package. So let's see how this package works out.
This is my first time ever shooting an AK-223. It's pretty interesting. So first we'll go over the gun. Back in the stock area we have a adapter that allows us to attach this stock on. It's nice and big and gives you a platform to put this, this nice cheek riser. The whole gun is a lot more front heavy than an AR, so it tends to tip forward because you have so much mass up here. You got the barrel and pretty much the whole action. One more addition to this gun is this Krebs safety, and the main difference here is that it has a nice little latch here where you can manipulate it without sacrificing strong hand position. So with my index finger I can turn it off and then nudge it up from the bottom and turn it on again. So that's pretty nice, but we did find that as we were shooting, the safety can bend, and then as you're turning it off, actually, you might see that it slips over the detent here, and we basically had to bend it back into place so that wasn't happening. But it's very easy to do, and it's very easy to remove. You just do that, you know, with a hammer, smash on it a little bit, and then you're good to go. So how does the AK actually feel to shoot? Well, we can start up at the front here. This is a titanium muzzle brake from Krebs, and I really like this brake because it's not biased upward with the gas so much. So I've shot other AKs where if you hold the gun normally, every time you shoot, it just blasts the muzzle down and it's really hard to control. This one's fairly neutral. The gun is really fun to shoot. Like, you can shoot this thing fast, and it's a nice, soft, pushy recoil, not so snappy like the AR. And it's a little more comfortable. Now, we did get to play with a K&S adjustable piston. With hotter ammo, it's pretty nice because you can turn down the gas a little bit and it makes it even more soft. But we did have some issues with a little bit of a soft 5.56, and we were getting failures to eject. So we threw the factory bolt back in and didn't have any problems. This is a really cheap trigger. It's the ALG trigger. They make one for AR too, which is like an upgrade to the mil spec. But in AK, everyone I know who runs a nice AK has put one of these in because it's a freaking awesome AK trigger. It has such a positive reset and actually a pretty light pull that you can run this thing really fast, and you can probably even bump fire it easily if you wanted to.
Now that we've seen this at close range, let's see how this AK works at distance. We've swapped the red dot for a Steiner P4XI 1-4X, which should be good enough for shooting at the 400 yards. Let's go.
This is 200.
Hit.
And 300.
Hit.
350.
Hit. The BCM 14.5-inch mid-length enhanced lightweight upper is quite possibly the best compromise, quick handling, practical accuracy, and premium feel. At its heart lies the 1-in-7 twist 21-ounce 14.5-inch cold hammer forged barrel. Surrounding the barrel is a 13-inch KMR magnesium keymod handguard. Paired this with a Spikes tactical lower and Magpul grip and Hogue buttstock, you have one of the lightest packages coming in under 6 pounds. Now let's see how this package works out. So when it comes to this BCM 14.5, one of the reasons why I chose this 14.5 is number one is the extreme lightweight barrel. And when it comes to, it really helps with handling, even though it's technically a pencil barrel. So it really helps when you're moving around with the gun, especially when you're moving one-handed. Also helps is I opted for this 13-inch magnesium handguard. It's not the aluminum handguard, so it's actually makes it even lighter. And 13 inches is enough for it to, when you're running up on an obstacle or barricade, you can rest on it without touching the gas block. Additionally, as far as helping you control, this is the BCM gunfighter grip. It's a kind of a small, subtle thing, but it does help you when you're actually resting your hand on the back, as far as the angle in which your hand is resting. And lastly, I do have the Hogue adjustable stock. This is actually a 6-position stock, and the only reason why I have a 6-position is not because it's adjustable, because I can run it all the way out, and that helps with leverage. So when it comes to the trigger and actually the recoil impulse of this 14.5, as I mentioned, it's got a 14.5 extreme lightweight ELW barrel. So it's a pencil barrel. It's one of the lightest ones. So you do feel a little bit of movement when you're actually running the gun fast. And what helps me to run the gun fast, I did put a custom trigger in there. This is the Velocity 3-pound curved trigger. So it has a really short reset. So it's not too crazy like the AR Gold, but it definitely helps me because, you know, my trigger finger is not that fast. Underneath the handguard, it's running a 14.5 mid-length gas. So it's definitely softer than carbine gas. I definitely don't know anybody still using carbine gas. So that is one harsh mofo. But the mid-length is definitely helps out as far as the recoil impulse of the gun. And just on the end, I did put a MI from Industries 2-port brake. I know there's more effective brakes out there, but this one I tried to find a good compromise as far as blast and concussion versus helping me to mitigate the recoil of the gun.
Now we've seen this thing in close range, let's see how this AR works at distance. We swapped the red dot for a primary arm 1.8x, although we've topped it at 4x to directly compare with the AK Steyr combo. Let's go.
This is 200.
Hit!
And 300.
Hit!
350.
Hit! So that's it, fellas, for the AR users here. One of the reasons why you choose the BCM 14.5, as you see, was for its quick handling, its modularity. And even though it's a light barrel, it's still accurate enough. And for AR users that are used to the ergonomics of the AR, it's the perfect addition to any AR family. So for the AK users out there, you can definitely see why you choose the K-101. Even though it's got a heavy barrel, the barrel's more than accurate enough, as you can see on the long range test. And this one's, you know, modded enough to where you can add some AR modularity to it, and it's in 5.56, so it's still soft to shoot and fun to shoot.
If you find this video useful, please like, comment, and subscribe, and visit us on Facebook as well. Lastly, if you're looking for ammo, check out our sponsor, Impact Ammo. A discount code is available in the description below along with all other equipment. We'll see you next time.